Hey folks, Wayne here, and I got a few emails to talk to you about, and all of them are about home scans, going out, renting homes, and it's a big scam. Let's talk about it. So my first email is from a person named Boston, and Boston is telling me how he was scammed out of his money for a credit check. It was a bogus credit check. So how it goes was he found an ad on I guess in the local paper about an apartment that was for rent, and it was within his price budget. And these people had 30 days from the date that he read the article to come up with a $40 credit check charge. And so he met the woman at a restaurant, which is number one, kind of weird. Don't ever do that, people. So he met the lady at a restaurant and he did his $40 down. He filled out a paper, and 30 days later, he never got a phone call. He tried to call the lady and nothing. And he went back to the apartment of the address that was in the paper, and it didn't even exist. There was no apartment there. There was a house there, but it was not apartment. He knocked on the door, and the resident came out. The owner of the home came out and said, "I have no clue what you're talking about." He showed him the ad, and he goes, "Son, you just got scammed for 40 bucks. So people, be very careful, because this is going around. These people are out there scamming, and they'll get you just as easily as they got Boston. My other email was from a couple from Oregon who found I guess something on Google Home app or something like that. And anyway, they met the person at the property. They walked through the house on this huge piece of property, and it was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house with the kitchen, front room, and then in the back was a family room and a 2-car garage. That's what they're saying. And it was only $600 a month. Now, folks, let's get real. $600 a month for that? No. Something like that on a rental like that in Oregon would be at least between $1,200 to $1,800 a month, not 600. So that's a red flag right there. But anyway, let's continue. So they filled out the paperwork. They gave a $1,200 deposit for first and last month's rent, and then a $600 to move in. After a month living there, they both had vehicles. After a month living there, one of the neighbors noticed that they were going in and out of the driveway. The neighbor walked up to them and asked them, "Hey, what are you doing here? This is my buddy's house." And they're like, "Well, we leased it." And the guy goes, "Show me the lease." And they said, "We don't have to show you nothing. Call the cops." So when the cops were called, obviously when a cop is called on something like that, the office or dispatch will always check who the property belongs to, the name of the person, and how they could get a hold of the person. So the police officer, when they got there, they knew all this information. When they asked the people the name, they had the name correct, but everything was bogus. It was fake. And luckily, the owner of the house gave them 24 hours to pack their stuff and vacate the property. So they didn't get arrested or nothing like that. However, you got to be careful on stuff like this also, guys, because it's going around and you can get caught up in a very serious complications with the law and be sued and possibly go to jail, and it ain't worth it. So just check it out with a realty company. Make sure it's legit before you go and sign any leases or give over, especially money. Don't give over your money to somebody that if it doesn't sound right, don't do it. So that's my 2 stories for today. I'm Wayne, and I'll talk to you on the next one.